This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, Andrew Noon has been elected the new chairman of the Otago Regional Council against a backdrop of protest. National Party Clutha Southland MP Hamish Walker has resigned after being caught sending private information to news outlets. And new National Party leader Todd Muller has been in Dunedin for the first time since becoming leader. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Sophie Morris. After weeks of political point scoring, a new Otago Regional Council chair has been elected. Andrew Noon is taking over from Marion Hobbs, who was voted out by councillors this morning. The meeting wasn't without controversy against a backdrop of protest.
There were heated scenes at this morning's extraordinary ORC meeting to remove Marion Hobbs as the Otago Regional Council's chair. The change in chairmanship wasn't without some parting barbs from other councillors or objections from protesters inside council chambers.
This is the hardest I have ever had, the hardest. First of all, I had people shouting at each other, and I had people stuttering as a result of being shouted at by the councillors. We withdrew and considered that.
Hobbs abstained from voting on her fate, with 9 voting to have her removed and 2 councillors supporting her. She'd heard of personal attacks about her mental state from friends and doesn't believe that sort of personal attack would have been used if she were male.
A lot of the stuff was Marion stressed, and as one lovely woman wrote to me, whenever a woman has a diverse opinion or a strong point of view, she's either a mad bugger or she's stressed.
As the votes were cast, Hobbs supporters and protesters became rowdy, throwing the meeting into disorder. Dunedin Green Party candidate Jack Brazil was asked to leave the meeting by Chair Michael Laws before Laws adjourned the meeting in an attempt to calm tensions in the room. When the meeting was reconvened, Michael Laws called for candidates for the role of chair. Michael Deakin nominated Andrew Noon, who accepted.
Look, it's good that this process is complete and it was done in a orderly and respectful manner. So I'm just pleased that we can get back to business and get on with what we're expected to do on behalf of the region. So.
10 councillors supported his appointment, and 2, including Hobbs, abstained. Noon says going through a process like this, there's always going to be strong opinions around the table. But his plan is for a unified council, using the expression he waka kanoa, meaning a canoe we're all in.
You might see, as an observer here today, there's some division, but like I say, there is a lot of unity in terms of the things we want to do for this region.
He says the ORC under him will be a team of 12. In Dunedin, the South Today.
A Dunedin Good Samaritan suffered a broken pelvis after she was dragged by a car driven by a drunk driver. The woman tried to intervene after she saw a 29-year-old intoxicated woman get into her car on South Road at around midnight on Saturday. Police say the woman was dragged a short distance along the road after she attempted to take the keys from the ignition, but the driver took off. The woman's pelvis was broken in 3 separate places. The driver was charged with careless driving, causing injury and injuring with intent. Dunedin police also arrested 2 other drink drivers on Tuesday. A 25-year-old woman was arrested and charged with a 3rd or subsequent drink driving offence after she failed to stop after hitting another vehicle. And a 26-year-old man was also charged with drink driving on Middleton Road after recording an excess breath alcohol level 3 times the legal limit. Embattled Clutha Southland MP Hamish Walker's decision to resign was the only option, according to his party's leader. Todd Muller spoke about Walker's resignation as he made a transport announcement in Ashburton this afternoon.
Clutha Southland MP Hamish Walker in happier times, seen here in file footage celebrating his being voted into Parliament in 2017, with almost 3 times as many votes as his Labour opponent. While announcing new policy in Ashburton this afternoon, National Party leader Todd Muller said Walker made the right decision earlier today to resign after he leaked the personal details of COVID-19 patients.
This was the only option because, as we have well traversed, the events of the last few days have not reflected, from my perspective, the appropriate National Party behaviour and values, and unfortunately for Hamish, he has had to make the decision that he has.
Muller says people need to remember the human element in Walker's resignation.
He has worked very hard for his community over the last 3 years, and ultimately it was an error of judgment, a serious error of judgment that has cost him his career. And so there is a human element to this that we must not forget at these times, that this is a man who has given his all for his community, and will be feeling very, very challenged and disappointed. But it's the right decision, and I acknowledge that. And now, of course, we seek to move on.
Walker says he leaked the personal details of patients to expose the government's shortcomings so they would be rectified. In Ashburton, the South Today.
A taste of what's to come has been revealed by ID Fashion in the lead up to its International Emerging Designer Awards. A video teaser of the event, set to take place at Otago Polytechnic on August 7th, has been released. The awards moved online in the wake of COVID-19 and they've stuck with the idea. Snippets of the 32 finalists' collections are shown, filmed in bedrooms, hallways and parks across 14 countries during the COVID-19 lockdown. Edited by Natural History New Zealand in Dunedin, the full video will give an insight into finalists as they introduce themselves and their design inspiration. Digital judging by a group of 16 judges, including 3 in Dunedin, has begun. The ID Dunedin board has postponed plans for the ID Dunedin Designer Show penciled in for February 2021. New National Party leader Todd Muller may have been hoping for a quiet day away from Wellington when he flew into Dunedin yesterday. As it turned out, his troubles followed him south as he toured the city's burgeoning tech businesses.
Hi guys, I just have had a fantastic day here in Dunedin.
Todd Muller took his first trip to the Deep South as the National Party's leader yesterday, touring one of Dunedin's leading technology companies. Muller was accompanied on tour of the med-tech company 80 Instruments by Dunedin-based MP Michael Woodhouse and Tyree candidate Liam Kernahan. Despite being thousands of kilometres away from Wellington, the leader of the opposition couldn't avoid questions about the conduct of his MP Woodhouse. A photo of who holding a toilet seat with Dunedin South Labour MP Claire Curran's face on it was published at the weekend. Muller and Woodhouse both refused to comment on the matter.
Look, my focus is on pulling together an economic recovery plan for this country, and so is New Zealand's focus.
Do you regret that now, Michael?
Look, I've made no public or social media comments about that in 8 years, and I don't intend to do so now.
Though he sounded much more comfortable when asked if Kernahan would win the Tyree seat for National, a seat which, despite many changes over the years, is a Labour stronghold.
You betcha. Yeah. The feeling on the ground's fantastic. We've got a superb candidate in Liam Kernahan. He's from this area, and I think that's important. What people look for in their politicians is authenticity and a connection with the community and a real passion for the people and the community of this area, and I have every confidence that we'll win Tyree.
After touring the 80 Instruments headquarters in Vogel Street, Muller took part in a business breakfast hosted by the Otago Chamber of Commerce at the Dunedin Club, where he outlined National's vision to the city's business community.
Superb being hosted here in ADI, brilliant company taking the best of New Zealand thinking to the world. It's a great privilege to be hosted by them and getting a sense of what sits in front of them.
It didn't get much better for Muller during the day, with his Clutha Southland MP Hamish Walker later outing himself as the person who leaked confidential information about positive COVID-19 patients to the media. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, Ashburton is set to host the first ever pickleball tournament in the South, and we meet the Belgian couple creating a nomadic gallery of Aotearoa art.
You've seen us in the street, now find us online. Check out shopon.org.nz. We have all sorts of treasures, from retro and vintage clothing to antiques, homewares and accessories. New items added every week. We're open 24/7.
Hi, Lindsay Campbell. We're back in Invercargill again. We're here for a month. We've got a men's fashion clearance and up to 70% off. We're right beside the motorcycle Mecca. Check them out too. Jackets, lovely knitwear, scarves, hats, you name it, we'll keep you warm. Come and see us at the Menswear Fashion Clearance pop-up.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
That's the Alex Campbell Menswear pop-up store in Invercargill.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality, stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
Wrens are Otago's painting, tiling and plastering experts. Offering a free measure and quote, Wrens is a name you can trust to get the job done right. Call Wrens today on 477 9384 or visit wrens.co.nz.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Heaven Sent Pet Cremations knows that losing a pet is like losing a family member, and we have many special ways for you to keep their memory dear to your heart. From caskets, remembrance pendants to remembrance fairs. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today.
Do you know Youth Grow in North East Valley? It's an awesome plant nursery where young people can work and learn life skills. You can now order your vegetable seedlings, herbs, bulbs and shrubs over the phone or by email. Either pick up your order on Norwood Street in North East Valley or they can deliver to you. Look for Youth Grow Garden Centre on Facebook or visit youthgrow.org.nz. Happy gardening!
Welcome back. Invercargill's Deputy Mayor is calling for progression and a clear direction about the Southland Museum. Seen here, the Invercargill Museum was closed last year due to earthquake safety concerns. Deputy Mayor Tony Biddle says the community is crying out for a solution. The council has already spent nearly $2 million on expert reports on the now closed pyramid-shaped building. Biddle says she's seen a report which suggests the decision should be held back for another 2 years. Ashburton is set to start hosting the South Island's first ever pickleball tournament this Friday, and the calibre of play is expected to be high. A cross between tennis, badminton and table tennis, pickleball is played on a badminton court with paddles and a hollow plastic ball.
Pickleball players of all ages in Ashburton are looking forward to hosting the South Island's first ever pickleball tournament this coming weekend. The game of pickleball is popular in the Northern Hemisphere and was introduced to Ashburton a little over a year ago by American-born Ruben Garcia.
Pickleball arrived in New Zealand, in Rotorua specifically, a little over 5 years ago. and today there's about 3,000 players in the country and about over 60 something locations where you can play pickleball today. So it's a very popular, very fast growing sport, and we're really excited to be doing our part in this part of the country.
While the game can be played outdoors, it's normally played on a badminton court with lowered nets, a table tennis-like paddle and a hollow ball with holes in it.
And the ball is actually a plastic ball, so this doesn't quite bounce as nice as a tennis ball, but it certainly has a little bit of aspects of table tennis, badminton, but it's really fun and exciting and easy on the joints, which is what caters to so many players.
This weekend's tournament will feature about 75 players from across the South Island, coming from as far south as Gore. And Garcia says he's pleased with the support they're getting from both local and overseas sponsors.
When we announced our tournament, it's a new sport, it's in a new part of the country, but I've had local sponsors like Sparrows, the EA Network's got behind it, even partners from overseas. New Eden Publishing was really anxious to help us out and get this started and get this up and going, so we're really excited about that.
The Mid-Canterbury Winter Classic tournament is set to run from Friday evening until Sunday afternoon. In Ashburton, the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, masks made during COVID-19 benefit a Southland charity, and we check out tomorrow's weather.
Hi, Lindsay Campbell. We're back in Invercargill again. We're here for a month. We've got a men's fashion clearance and up to 70% off. We're right beside the motorcycle Mecca. Check them out too. Jackets, lovely knitwear, scarves, hats, you name it, we'll keep you warm. Come and see us at the Menswear Fashion Clearance pop-up.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
That's the Alex Campbell Menswear pop-up store in Invercargill.
Come on, mate. The blue doesn't go with the brown.
Heaven Sent Pet Cremations knows that losing a pet is like losing a family member, and we have many special ways for you to keep their memory dear to your heart. From caskets, remembrance pendants to remembrance fairs. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today.
Step into Shop on Carol and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Wrens are Otago's painting, tiling and plastering experts. Offering a free measure and quote, Wrens is a name you can trust to get the job done right. Call Wrens today on 477 9384 or visit wrens.co.nz.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Do you know Youth Grow in North East Valley? It's an awesome plant nursery where young people can work and learn life skills. You can now order your vegetable seedlings, herbs, bulbs and shrubs over the phone or by email. Either pick up your order on Norwood Street in North East Valley or they can deliver to you. Look for Youth Grow Garden Centre on Facebook or visit youthgrow.org.nz. Happy gardening!
Inside are all sorts of innovations from all over China.
Welcome back. A decision by a group of Invercargill women to create colourful masks during the COVID-19 outbreak is also benefiting one Southland charity. Proceeds from the sale of the $5 masks were handed over to Heart Kids Southland yesterday.
500 colourful masks, all handmade and sold during lockdown in Invercargill, are doing more than just protecting people's health. Sold for $5 each, all the money raised goes to the children's charity Heart. One of the women behind the masks says it was a pretty simple way of helping people both during and after the COVID-19 outbreak.
What we did was we made face masks, cotton face masks, and we packaged them up, and down at Liquorland South City they offered to sell them on our behalf, so they put them on the counter and we sold them for $5 each, and this is what we raised.
Mathers says by making the masks colourful, they were less intimidating and scary for children.
By seeing people walking through the supermarket with surgical masks, some people had gas masks on or glue spraying masks, and we thought to make it nicer for kids and not quite as scary, we should make things that are colourful, so we did them in all different designs.
Heart Kids Southland Treasurer Ismay Howden says the $4,520 raised will go a long way, particularly this year.
We're not going to get a lot of fundraising this year because of COVID, so this goes a long way to helping us out this year. It's amazing.
A giant cheque was presented to Southland Heart Kids in Invercargill on Tuesday. In Invercargill, the South today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South today. Andrew Noon has been elected the new chairman of the Otago Regional Council against a backdrop of protest. National Party Clutha Southland MP Hamish Walker has resigned after being caught sending private information to news outlets. And new National Party leader Todd Muller may have been hoping for a quiet day away from Wellington when he flew into Dunedin yesterday. And time now for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Barry.
Hello, Sophie.
Hi.
Well, we've got all of that and more. Clutha Southland will be looking for its third MP in 7 years after, of course, Hamish Walker's political career came to an abrupt halt. So we have reaction from that and all the day's events. We also have coverage of the Otago Regional Council happenings, and of course Marion Hobbs has been dropped, and Andrew Noon has promised us that they will continue to strive for a healthier environment under his leadership. So there you go. A national sporting representative and university scholarship student has been convicted of domestic violence, despite claims he would end that would end his career prospects. He was convicted anyway. Sounds Air out of Wanaka has released a survey of public opinion on the turboprop service. It has been trying to get off the ground in Wanaka for a number of years. And in sport, bad news for the Highlanders. Josh Dixon has broken a bone in his lower leg and is out for the entire season. So that's disappointing news for them because he was going particularly well.
Right.
Highlanders, of course, play the Hurricanes in Wellington this weekend.
All right, well, thank you, Barry.
Thank you.
All of that in tomorrow's ODT. And time now for a look at the weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Starting with the city view, a wet afternoon on the Otago Museum lawn. Looking at the situation, another cold day for the region tomorrow as southwesterly airflow eases and wintry showers clear. Look out for some heavy frosts inland tomorrow night and Friday night. Starting off at the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport are looking at mostly clear skies and 12 degrees. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim can expect cloudy skies and 12 degrees. Moving to Canterbury, it will be cloudy and wet for most places. Kaikoura, Christchurch and Ashburton are all heading for 9 degrees. To the southern towns, plan for decreasing southerlies and showers clearing. The Catloons, Balclutha, Lumsden and Gore are all aiming for a high of 7 degrees. In central Otago, expect moderate southerlies with skies clearing for all areas. Wanaka and Queenstown are due for 5 degrees, Alexandra 6 and Tiano should reach 7. To the northern towns on the coast, Timaru and Oamaru can expect a decreasing southwesterlies with sleet clearing. 8 degrees for Timaru, 7 for Oamaru. Inland, those in Twizel and Omarama can plan for moderate southerlies, clear skies and a high of 6. In Dunedin, sleety showers and strong southwesterlies tonight with snow on the hills and an overnight low of 3. Sleety showers clearing early morning tomorrow, but skies remaining cloudy, a high of 8 and a low of 6. Mostly cloudy on Friday with light to moderate southwesterlies, a high of 11 and a low of 5. And in Invercargill, sleety showers clearing overnight with an overnight low of 3. Mostly cloudy and very cold tomorrow with gusty southwesterlies decreasing, a high of 7 and a low of 4. Cloud clearing and sunny periods increasing on Friday with moderate westerly winds, a high of 10 and a low of 4. That's all for our news this Wednesday. For the latest news from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz or follow Channel 39 on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.